welcome back to my channel. It's Emma Wilkinson, EM6CX, whatever you know me as, whatever you want to call me. Obviously make sure you add me on all my socials. It's EM6CX everywhere. And yeah, I'm back again for another video. So this is more like a sit down, story time, chit chat, whatever, whatnot. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I don't think it will be too long, but I don't think it's gonna be really short either. So get your little snacks, get whatever you wanna get comfortable, and get ready to hear another story about my life. So obviously, I feel like this is a video that I really should have been done, but obviously, I'm doing it now. So yeah, this is my coming out story. Like, girl, this is actually so mixed up. Like, oh my god, back in the day, it was actually so cringe. I wish I had my old little crepe out phones. Well, I wish I had like a backup on my camera roll, gal. Oh my god, if you ever saw the rubbishness that I was doing in secondary school, gal. But yeah, I must have been in like year 8 when I came out. I think I was in like year 8 or year 9. So if you're not from England, London, whatever, the UK, whatever you want to call it, if you're not from here, then I think I must have been like, what, 13, 14? So I came out really early. I was actually so brave. Like, I was actually so brave to do it at that age. Like, it's a bit crazy, but yeah. So actually no, let me not say what school I went to. That's very mixed up, because I don't know if I can call the establishment name on my page, and I don't need no legal trouble or no problems, because I cannot manage. Me cannot take it, no sir. So yeah, but basically back in the day, I must have been in year 8. Obviously because of my feminine characteristics, or like my very like different personality, like people had made a lot of assumptions about me, whether I'm gay or bisexual, whatever I am, like, in it. Obviously, I'm gay. I've come out fully, like, proud of who I am. Nobody can beat me. Happy to be who I am. Proud of my own, like, I'm comfortable in my own skin now. But obviously, back then, it was like, I would say it was nerve-wracking. Like, it was very, it was a big thing, especially because of my background. Like, my family is Jamaican, born and raised. Like, basically, all my family, other than people that are born here, including myself, are fully Jamaican. Like, there's no mix, we're fully Jamaican, literally. So obviously, if you know about the Caribbean culture, Caribbean, however you want to say it, they can be very anti-gay, anti-LGBT, they can be very homophobic. So obviously it can be an extremely nerve-wracking experience, especially for a person of colour like myself, whether you're African, Jamaican, Caribbean, wherever you're from, in it. Obviously Jamaica is in the Caribbean, but you know, I'm just trying to like cover all bases here, like say everything I need to say. Like, I don't discriminate, darling. So yeah, obviously for people of color, I feel like it's much harder to come out. And I say people of color, like, so that's black people, people who are from minorities, Asian people. Like, I know it can be especially harder for us compared to our I don't know how to say this, like, please don't take offense, but like our white counterparts. Like, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I don't want to be offensive anyway, so I have to put this disclaimer out there, because I don't want anyone to go get butthurt or say how I'm disrespecting other people or whatnot, because that is definitely not my intention. I'm just going to explain this as best as I can. But yeah, obviously it can be harder for us because of different cultural backgrounds, etc, etc. But moving on swiftly, let me get into the main story. So I must have been in year 8, and I must have been in school at the time. Obviously, like, there have been a lot of speculation, because I think that I've always been a very big character, and I can be a person who can attract a lot of attention quite easily because of my loud and outgoing personality. Like, I've always been an outgoing person, always like been loud and been bossy, like, if you know what that means. But like, I'm very, I don't know if boisterous is the correct word to use, but I think it's a good word to describe me. That I can be quite rowdy, boisterous. So yeah, basically, yeah, people had asked me before, but I always deny it. Like, I just didn't want like the drama and the backlash, but like I felt like I should just like, I don't really know what possessed me that day to go and come out, but I just really decided to do it for some reason. But then I also partially don't consider that me really coming out, because even though at first I told people I was bisexual, which was obviously not true because I'm gay. But yeah, at first I'd said that because like, you know, I don't know, like I guess in a way I was just trying to protect myself, because people can be quite negative and people can be quite vile and spiteful, especially in school where people are just wicked and bad man. But obviously I've never let anyone get to me. Like I've always been proud of myself, so I don't know. Oh, I'm actually like losing track, but yeah, so one day I must have been in this, I think I was in this thing called, in my school they had a thing called Lifeboat, which is like isolation in a way. I either was in Lifeboat because I don't know what I done, I can't remember. I used to do one wallop of stupidness in school and get myself in problem. So yeah, girl, let me not even talk about that, because that's a whole different story time for another day. Cause I could give you stories for days about my secondary school experience. It was just a whole heap of mix up. But yeah, what's it called? So I was having isolation, I was in detention or something. I don't know what happened, but I must have came out at around lunchtime. And I don't know why, but like, I wrote on my hand, I'm bi. I don't remember who I showed first, but I showed one of the girls in the school. I don't think it was my best friend, but I showed someone. And then obviously I must have been like, I'm bi, like I showed her. And then all of a sudden, everyone came up to me to look at my hand, and I became the hot topic of the school. And it wasn't the first, and it certainly wasn't the last, honey. But yeah, I was literally a hot topic just because of my whole sexuality. Like all these boys in the school asking me one whole heap of questions, and like it was just so mixed up. That was just so mixed up. That was like the first time I ever really came out and like told anyone anything about my sexuality. But to be honest, I don't really consider that my real coming out, because I don't think I was fully comfortable with myself. Like I would try to dress more, I wouldn't say conservatively, I feel like I would try to dress more stereotypically masculine, if that makes sense. Like I still wasn't like 100% true to myself. I feel like when I really like accepted myself was around like when I was like 14, 15, going on like year 9, year 10, year 11. From then I was fully confident. But that was just my coming out from school. I think the real factor of my coming out was when I told my mum. So let me tell you how I told her. I didn't even have the bravery to tell her. I didn't even tell her to her face at first. I literally sent her a long text message on WhatsApp. Like it was that deep. I sent her a text message on WhatsApp. I can't even remember exactly what I said, but I basically like told her I was gay and blah blah blah. I wanted her to accept me and this and that. And my mom, surprisingly for where I'm from, like I was quite scared to do it because I didn't really know what my mom would say. But surprisingly, like my mom was she was more concerned for my safety than anything else, because I think it was always a suspicion in my family that I was, because obviously like I'm not really like stereotypically masculine. Like I'm not really masculine like that. I'm a very different type of person. Like I can be feminine at times. I can be just very different. So like I feel like it was always a suspicion. So I don't think she was that shocked by it. She was more concerned for my safety. She was like that I should be safe and beware of who I talk to, whatever, whatnot, all these type of things. Like my mom was quite supportive in that regard. Like she wasn't prejudiced with it. Like she didn't say anything disrespectful to me. Like she wasn't concerned about boys and whatever. She was just worried for my safety, and for that I will always appreciate her regardless of anything. And I always love my mom regardless of anything, because she did, obviously she had her qualms about it. Obviously she was a bit iffy at times, but she didn't really judge me, so I always love her for that. And yeah, but I don't know, what happened with that. But there's another part to this, but I'm gonna tell that that's a whole different story time, so I'm never gonna say anything about that. This is just mainly about the coming out thing. But yeah, I feel like for people who want to come out, I feel like you should do it at the best time where you can handle backlash, because obviously, although me coming out was quite, like, it wasn't that bad, like, I didn't really get too much backlash or disrespect for it. Well, I didn't get too much, like, I know there's some people who's come out, they've been kicked out of their house, they've had big rows with their parents, etc, etc. Please do not come out if you feel like you're going to put yourself in danger from people who are prejudiced or people who are against you being gay or bisexual, lesbian, transgender, whatever you are. Please be safe, and please maintain your integrity most of all. Just don't put yourself in a situation where you can lose your place to stay. Like, make sure that you coming out will not have any detrimental effect on your life. I want everyone to, like, be safe, especially for people who are part of the community. I want everyone to love each other, not disrespect people because of their sexuality, because that actually has nothing to do with anyone. So, like, as long as you're not bothering anyone, they shouldn't bother you. And I always say this all the time, because I never bother anyone first, and that's a fact. I don't trouble anyone, I don't disrespect people, all of that. So I really want everyone to just love one another, literally. It's as simple as that. And yeah, even though my coming out story wasn't that mixed up, the story is, so yeah. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Make sure you follow me on all my social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. It's all EM6CX. And yeah, toodles.